Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us in this webinar this morning about Excel Prime versus the Canvas series. It's just under 15 minutes of presentation, and you can get to any questions at the end, but feel free to put them in during the webinar if you wish.
Hello and welcome to today's webinar. Today, we will be comparing the Excel Prime and Canvas to determine which controller series is best suited for your application. Let's look at our agenda for today. We will start by reviewing the Horner All-in-one Controller lines currently available. Then we will look at the Excel Prime and the Canvas product lines individually and discuss the different models within each line. We will then compare the different product and hardware elements of the two series, such as the control capabilities, I/O options, graphics and communication features, the peripherals that are supported by each series, and the environment in which they can be used. Then we will discuss which controller series you should use for your application between Excel Prime and Canvas, as well as compare these with the Micro OCS series. Finally, we will finish with a Q&A session. First, we will look at a quick overview of the three primary series of Horner All-in-one controllers currently available. These are the Micro OCS, which is our entry-level series, then the Excel Prime, which is the mid-level series, and finally Canvas, which is the top-level series. This means that the Micro OCS series is best suited for simple applications. If you have advanced machine control in your application, then the Excel Prime series is a good option. The Canvas series then builds on this advanced machine control with some advanced graphics and IIoT features. Next, we will look at the individual models within each series, starting with the Excel series. First, we have the X5 Prime, which is the entry-level point for this series, primarily because of its limited I/O offering. The X5 Prime has a unique 4-input, 4-output, 4-analog input configuration and offers a compact 4.3-inch color touchscreen. Although the X5 Prime has limited I/O options, this controller includes every other feature that is offered with the Excel Prime series. Then we have the 3.5-inch, the 5.7-inch, and the 7-inch color touchscreen models for Excel Prime. The Excel 4 Prime is a popular size model, with a compact cube in the form of quarter-DIN cutouts for your panel. The Excel 6 Prime carries forward the popular 5.7-inch color touchscreen into the Excel Prime series, allowing our OEMs to continue using this screen size if they choose to upgrade to the Excel Prime series. Allowing our OEMs to continue to use this screen size if they choose to upgrade to the Excel Prime series. The XLW Prime features our most popular screen size to date, which is the 7-inch diagonal color touchscreen. The XLW Prime eliminates the physical function keys seen on the XL4 Prime and XL6 Prime, with either no function keys or soft keys if you prefer to use those instead. Next, we have the XL7 Prime, which also features the same popular 7-inch screen size as the XLW Prime, but also has physical function keys. Similar to the XL6 Prime, the XL10 Prime carries forward a screen size that has been a very popular choice from past series into the XL Prime series, which is a 10.4-inch diagonal touchscreen with physical keys. Once again, this allows OEMs to keep the same options available for their customers. Finally, in the XL Prime series, we have the XL15 Prime. This is a newly released model and has the largest screen size available for a Horner All-in-one controller. Now we will look at the different features of the Excel Prime series, starting with the I/O capabilities. The X5 Prime has a limited I/O complement of 4 DC inputs, 4 DC outputs, and 4 analog inputs. All of the other models in this series are available with 6 different I/O options, supporting anywhere from 0 to 42 I/O points. The most popular options here are the Model 2, which is 12 DC inputs, 6 relay outputs, and 4 analog inputs, and the Model 6, which is 12 DC inputs, 12 DC outputs, 6 16-bit resolution analog inputs, and 4 analog outputs. There is also support for multiple sensor types. The XL Prime series offers a lot of communication capabilities. This series supports USB ports both for programming as well as peripherals such as flash drives. Each model has at least one CAN port and one Ethernet port, and the XL7 Prime and onwards has 2 of each. We will note that some of the protocols require extra licensing or a one-time upgrade fee with XL Prime models. For example, with J1939, if you have a single CAN Porsche model, then you will need to field license that protocol. From an Ethernet standpoint, both MQTT Sparkplug and WebMI require a one-time field license for XL Prime. Similar to all other previous OCS series, the XL Prime series supports standard graphics. This is a capable graphics engine designed for speed and efficiency. This means that XL Prime controllers have very quick screen change times and can support many objects on the screen at once. However, there are some limitations to standard graphics if you want to use more modern or advanced graphics for your application, and will often require a lot of imported image work. Other limitations with standard graphics include a limit of 4 pens per trend graph, a limit to JPEG, bitmap, and SVG image types, and no gesture support. Now we will look at the product lineup for the Canvas series. First, we have the Canvas 5, the Canvas 4, and the Canvas 7. The Canvas 5 has limited I/O options with the same built-in I/O as the X5 Prime. As the quarter DIN size is a popular choice, we have carried forward that size into the Canvas series with the Canvas 4. We also have our most popular screen size, which is the 7-inch diagonal touchscreen with the Canvas 7. We will note that the 5.7-inch screen size seen in the XL Prime series has not been carried into the Canvas series. Then we have the Canvas 7D, which is a 7-inch diagonal screen, but with physical function keys. These keys have been de-emphasized, just like on the Canvas 4. Once again, this popular size model has been reused for the Canvas series to allow OEMs to easily upgrade to a Canvas 7D from a previous 7-inch diagonal model. Finally, the Canvas 10D has a 10.1-inch high-resolution color touchscreen. Similar to the XL7 Prime and up, the Canvas 7D and 10D offer a second CAN port and a second Ethernet port to their physical capabilities. The Canvas I/O capabilities are identical to the XL Primes. The Canvas 5 has the same limited fixed I/O complement as the X5 Prime of 4 inputs, 4 outputs, and 4 analog inputs. The rest of the models in the Canvas series also have the same 6 I/O model options as the rest of the XL Prime series. The communication capabilities of the two series are also very similar. The main difference is that there is no extra licensing required for any of the protocols with Canvas. For example, J1939, MQTT Sparkplug, the IIoT style protocol, and WebMI for remote monitoring and control are available in every model built in as standard. Also with Canvas, all of the CAN protocols are built into the same firmware and can be selected in Cscape. This means that there isn't any special firmware required for CAN Open for Canvas, unlike with XL Prime, which requires additional firmware to be downloaded. There are a lot of differences between the graphic capabilities of the two series. Canvas controllers run an advanced graphics engine based on a modern graphics approach with more advanced graphics tools for the system designer. This was built using a leading third-party graphics package, often used in applications such as automotive dashboards, and has been heavily optimized and customized by Horner for optimal performance. This advanced graphics engine results in more refined and modern graphics objects, the ability to better handle multiple layer screens and object backgrounds, which is not a built-in capability with standard graphics, the ability to support simple gesturing such as swiping and scrolling, advanced shading and textures of the objects, the ability to draw more complex objects and shapes, and direct graphing of all variable types. With standard graphics, you can only use trend objects to graph integer type values. With the Canvas Advanced Graphics, you can directly graph floating point values and double integer values with trends or any other type of graph. With this advanced graphics engine, you can also have more complex and advanced objects. For example, with trends in Canvas, you can have up to 16 pens per graph. You can turn those individual pens on and off or hide them at runtime as you choose. You also have the ability to manipulate more of your graphics objects at runtime, so you can change the position, size, and rotation of an object from a variable if you choose. Now we will compare the different features of the two series, starting with the logic capabilities. Here we have the XL Prime features listed on the left, the canvas features on the right, and the differences highlighted in yellow. The main difference between these two series from a logic standpoint is that Canvas has a dual-core microprocessor with a dedicated logic core. This means that all the logic and networking is running on a single core and the graphics is on a separate core. With the XL Prime, both logics and graphics run on the same core, so even though the scan rate is the same for both series, the impact of graphics on the scan is much less with Canvas, and the scans are more consistent, regardless of what's happening on the screen. As mentioned before, the I/O capabilities are identical between the XL Prime series and the Canvas series. The advanced graphics engine is only available with the Canvas series. The XL Prime series instead uses a standard graphics engine. The number of objects per screen and number of screens are the same for both series. The screen change time is slightly slower for Canvas because of the more complex capabilities of the advanced graphics engine. However, both of these times are sufficient for many applications. Once again, Canvas has a dedicated graphics core, unlike the XL Prime series. We will also note that there is currently only a 15-inch model available in the XL Prime series and not Canvas. Once again, the communications capabilities for XL Prime and Canvas are very similar. However, there isn't any additional field licensing required or one-time upgrade fees for protocols such as J1939 and MQTT Sparkplug with Canvas. The peripherals of the two series are nearly identical, except for the playback of video files. Both series have the ability to play back video help files for the operator, for example. However, Canvas supports a higher resolution for these videos than XL Prime. From an environmental standpoint, the Canvas and XL Prime are also very similar. Both series have the same temperature spec, and some models in both product lines support wider temperature ranges and lower temperatures. Both XL Prime and Canvas have Class 1 Division 2 ratings. However, we will note that not all ratings may be completed for Canvas as it is a newer series. So now we have looked at the individual models in each series, and we have also compared the different specifications for each series. Finally, we will discuss when each series would best fit your application, starting with the XL Prime. The XL Prime series is the ideal choice if you want to easily upgrade from a Horner XL series OCS. For example, if you have an existing machine that's running an XL series controller and you want to carry that machine forward as long as possible with minimal changes, the XL Prime series also offers Horner's larger screen with the XL15 Prime. The Canvas series is recommended for any new application when you need more capability than what a micro OCS offers for a lower cost and limited functionality. This is because the Canvas series offers more advanced capabilities than the XL Prime series, such as modernized graphics, a dual-core microprocessor, and built-in protocols that you don't need to purchase a license for. You may also want to upgrade to Canvas from the XL series if you want to update the graphics, or if you use protocols such as WebMI or MQTT Sparkplug and you want to have these built into your controllers. Canvas also has built-in enhanced IEC, which allows for larger and faster IEC programs with simulation and advanced debugging capabilities. We will also mention when you should use the micro OCS. The Micro series is best suited for simple applications and if you are looking for the lowest cost possible. To summarize the three series, the Micro OCS series is the most cost-efficient choice and is suitable for simple applications. The XL Prime series allows for the easiest upgrade for XL series users, and the Canvas series is the best choice for advanced application support, with its modern graphics and built-in IIoT. That concludes our webinar for today. Thank you so much for listening, and the Q&A session will begin shortly.
Okay, a nice and straightforward run through of the products there. We are on a bit of a break from webinars until November 28th, but you can come and catch us at SPS Nuremberg if that is a possibility for you guys. Okay, I don't see anything in that. Thank you all very much, and we'll see you when we're back on the 28th of November.